One, two, three.
Welcome back to another episode of Coffee Chat. I'm Anson,
I'm Sangwa.
and we're from Eastern Music.
Eastern Music is a company that started in 1978, and we do all things related to Chinese orchestra. We sell instruments, we do lessons, and we do repairs and restoration as well.
That's right. And of course, today's episode is a rather special episode because we're going to have our first ever invited guest appearing on this podcast. Woo!
Yay! Woohoo!
Okay, so this particular guest happens to be a homegrown Singaporean who obtained a bachelor's degrees in Yangqin major, percussion minor, performing arts from the prestigious Central Conservatory of Music, Beijing.
Yes.
He's also a co-founder of the Singapore Chinese Instrumental Fusion Group Nian Yue Tuan, and he's the founder. So it's like quite a lot of accolade, this one. Founder of Singapore Yangqin Ensemble. Don't reveal the name yet because the name is there already. So Singapore Yangqin Ensemble Group. Recently, he has a growing YouTube channel that's all about Yangqin education and Yangqin tips. What's the name of the YouTube channel? Is none other than the same name, Mr. Patrick. Welcome, Mr. Patrick.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mr. Patrick, and nice to meet you here. I'm
Yes.
very happy to be here with Sangwa and Anson, and thank you for having me in this coffee chat.
Yay!
Yes, welcome, Patrick. Okay. Yeah, I've known Patrick for quite a few years, and he's really very passionate in the Yangqin, one of the most passionate people, and he has a lot of students, and he sent a lot of his students to competition, and he
Grading exams.
grading exams
Yeah.
and competitions. What was that competition? Chinese
Before
music?
previously it's known as National Chinese Music Competition. Now it's Singapore Chinese Music Competition. But I'm pretty sure Patrick also sends students to compete internationally.
Yeah.
Yeah, like China, they have a lot of like online submission kind of video before. I mean, during the COVID times, and before that, I'm pretty sure Patrick have sent students everywhere. And when Laoban, you say few years, right? How few? I'm pretty sure Patrick has a very long lineage of students.
I think it probably about 15 years, when he graduated from the Chinese Conservatory of Music,
Central Conservatory.
the Central Conservatory of Music. Then he came over to our shop. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
when I met him. It was 15 years already.
Yeah, got 15 years. I graduated. I graduated in 2009. So
Okay lah, it's now 2024 already.
yeah, it's about 15 years.
So-
Almost.
Almost.
In these 15 years, right? Because like don't need to hide the fact that Patrick and I, we are both Yangqin musicians, and then of course I dabbled a bit in like teaching also. So maybe Patrick can share a little bit about like all within this like span of more than 10 years of teaching Yangqin, like what is the thing that the roadblock that we face during this education period, especially in the beginning.
In learning the Yangqin.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Okay, the first thing that most of the students always struggle is how to hold the sticks.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay. Right. So holding the stick is a very important part before you go into playing any music. So a lot of students have struggles holding the sticks, especially when they first touch the bamboo. They find that this is very flat. And they do not know how to hold the sticks using the correct finger posture. So every time when I teach them the correct posture, after a while they will just
They just
change.
let loose.
Yeah,
They just
they'll
let go.
loose. Yeah. So this is something that I believe that a lot of instructors are facing this problem. So every time when I teach them, I'm always thinking, what can I do? How can I improve on this? Because when they are not able to hold the sticks properly, they are not able to play properly also.
yeah, they cannot produce the correct sound.
Yeah, when they cannot produce the correct sound, even though they get the correct note, it doesn't make it doesn't make any improvement at all. So in the end, I was thinking maybe I should create something that can help them, and therefore I created this thing called the Yangqin D grip.
D grip.
Yangqin
Yeah.
D grip.
What does
Yeah.
the D stand for?
All right, as the Yangqin player, when we hold the sticks, right? Okay, this is how we usually hold the sticks. Okay, the moment we hold the stick correctly, right, you will definitely see a letter D. Which is why the moment when the student grip the sticks correctly, they will definitely see this D So every time I call, when I see this grip, I will call it the D grip, the Yangqin D grip. Yeah, because this is the definition of the correct posture of holding the sticks.
Okay, now that I see it, because the way I describe to students, right, like because when teaching, if we don't have this grip on, right, we always have to do very figurative, very like have to describe, like, oh, imagine you're holding something in your palm, or imagine it's open, or you can see through. Like, there's a lot of figurative description, and then maybe students cannot really grasp the idea of what you're trying to say. Then sometimes I even tell students like, please hold it correctly. If not, I'm going to take a rope and tie your fingers and make sure it doesn't move. Right.
Yeah. So in this case, when they understand, oh, I must definitely see a letter D. So straight away when they go down, I will tell them, oh, is your D correct or not? Or are you closing up the hole? Or is this out of position? Does this look like a D to you?
Yeah, because I realize students, they always like to have this little gap.
Yes.
Yeah, here. And it's like, can you just close the gap? Don't make me take a rope and tie your hand.
Yes. So the very important thing of holding the stick is 2 points that they always need to remember. One is the pincher, where the thumb and the index finger has to pinch each other. And the other one is the blocker. The middle finger and the ring finger and the pinky have to block the stick from moving right and left. So once the pinch is to make sure that the stick doesn't fall off from the finger, and the blocker make sure that the stick doesn't move left and right. So in this way, you have complete control of the sticks. So this is where you can control the sticks well, then you can hit with accuracy and stuff. So this is why I created this grip, so that when the students are holding it correctly, they will be able to have this straight away. They are going to have this posture straight away. So this is created for someone who is total beginner. So when they are total beginner, they will not know what is the correct posture. But this grip will force them to go into the correct posture the moment they grip it.
Yeah. So just looking by the design itself, right? So there's like a bigger gap here and a smaller gap. So for users who don't know which side is facing up, so could Patrick just let us know what is the correct way of installing this grip?
Okay, so as you can see over here, there's a thumbprint.
Okay. Oh,
Okay,
like
the
a
thumbprint,
Siri
yeah.
thumbprint like
Yes,
that.
okay, the thumbprint is for you to place the thumb on top. So definitely this is going to be facing upward. All right, so when this is facing upward and you push this grip inside the sticks, okay, the thumb should be facing you, and you just place your thumb inside here. And behind this small gap over here is to place your index finger. I call it the index finger lock. That is where you lock your index finger. So you have a thumb press, the index finger lock, and you see the curl over here, okay, it's actually used to place the middle finger. So I call it the middle finger rest. So when you have these 3 points correct, then the whole posture will be in the correct position already.
Yeah, because I believe Lao Ban has also tried out playing the Yangqin since last year. So Lao Ban, would you like to give the grip a try?
Yeah,
Actually, it's quite ergonomic also.
I didn't know that you have to place your middle finger here and there. You know?
Yeah, because you tend to shift left and right the sticks, like
Okay. And you notice sometimes my fingers are away.
Lao Ban always like to, his pinky will always point out.
Yeah, that is very common, because when I first started Yangqin as a student, I also have all these problems, and it took me many years to actually change the posture.
Basically, we 走了长路了.
Yeah, that is why I was thinking all kinds of way that I can shorten the way of practicing the Yangqin and make it more easier for the students to get a hold of how to grip the sticks well. Then they can go into more technical training and music training. Rather than to always tell them, oh, your stick is wrong, your way of holding is wrong and stuff, and it's going to take a lot of time.
Yeah,
to
it really
correct that.
eliminates one step. Not eliminate, but it really hasten or like make it faster for students to get a grip, because playing Yangqin, right, grip is one thing, then wrist is another thing, and all this thing. At least we make sure we keep one thing constant. Is that right?
Yes, and also that this grip is going to force them to get muscle memory. So when they are always locked in this position for a period of time, the next time when you take off the grip, they will be automatically going into the correct gripping position.
It's like training wheels for bicycle. In a way lah, like we know that the bicycle has to be in this position like that. Then slowly we remove one side of the wheel, then you have to balance it yourself. Then you remove that, then finally like okay, I got the hang of it like that.
Yes, it's like a muscle memory. The more you use it, the more you will understand. Oh, the moment they hold the sticks, they will know. Okay, this is the position that I need to have, even without the grip. That is the purpose of the grip.
I've used it before and I kind of like it. I mean, it keeps my hands and fingers in place and I feel more control. But okay, would a leisure player be advised to take it out after a while, or like
Just perpetually keeping it on.
yeah, like if I'm comfortable with doing that, then can I
Yeah,
just
because
put it on
the
and
one
use
thing
it?
about this, it does add a little bit of weight also, and there's also add a little bit of thickness. Yeah, so would you recommend like after learning like set period of time, then you just remove it?
Yeah, I think that this is designed for beginners. Okay, so after a certain time where you are already used to holding the sticks, then you should try to take it off and get used to using the bamboo again. Okay, this is an accessories. It's not a must to have it. It is more for helping the students to get the correct holding position,
Okay.
rather than to make it a permanent thing on the sticks. Yeah, but definitely if permitted next time and when the students are really getting used to it, it's okay to have the sticks on. Yeah, because ultimately this is a very new product. It's the first in the world. So there's no example of using this for grading exams or even for competitions yet.
Oh, there's no rules against it lah.
Yes, there's no
basically.
rules against it, but there's
We
also
found a loophole.
yeah, but there's no rules about it also. But one good thing about this grip is that it also helps to make the sound a lot firmer.
Oh, how? Like
Yeah.
because
Okay,
grip-
because when we want to produce a firm sound, okay, we have to pinch it hard enough, okay, to hit it on the string so that it produces a firm sound. But what this grip did is it helps you pinch the grip already. I mean, it helps you already pinch by holding it. So the moment you press down, it has an even greater grip than you are just using your thumb and your index finger. So in this way, when you hit it down, you will have a more forceful impact on the strings, and that will give you even firmer timbre.
Okay, Patrick, would you like to tell us your whole journey of starting this thing, like from when onwards you started this, and how did you do it? Like, did you get it out the first time, and how many revisions did it take before you come to this final product?
Wow. Actually, I took quite a very, very long time to produce this product.
Like what, 1 year, 2 years?
No, it actually take me 8 years.
wow. 8 years in the making to create like a product as small and
Yes.
this, but with such a big significance.
Yes, because it all started out with an imagination.
Okay.
I was like, what if I created this that can help students next time, that they will not have to worry about gripping the sticks. And it came out with an imagination, and I start to draw out with my lousy drawings.
Using your hands?
Yeah, using my hand and pencil and start to draw. And I try to come up with designs and stuff. Ultimately, it came to an idea that it becomes more and more real to me. It's like, maybe this might work. So I was very excited. So I started to look for engineers to help me do some engineering drawings, those really professional kind of drawings and stuff. And when the drawing is out, I was pretty excited. But the thing is, I don't know what can
What's
I
the
do?
next step?
Yeah, what's the next step? Because I'm like totally new to this. So it took me a lot of time to do research, where to get where to get people to do this for me, how to start this. So I started out this with 3D printing. But 3D printing doesn't have this kind of very nice material.
It's very hard,
It's
right?
very hard and plastic. So all I can do from this 3D printing is, okay, this is more or less how it looks like. So every single time I make any changes, it will take some time because I need to do measurements and stuff, and also every single changes that I do involve a lot of money. So it took me quite a while because I only use money that I can afford to do this as a side project. And also because of my busy work schedule, sometimes I have to put this aside. I can't be doing this all the time. So every single week when I'm teaching students, I'm more motivated to, I still have this thing that I need to work on.
Especially when you see the students like not
Yes,
getting the
I
grade
say-
correct, I better get this thing out quickly.
Yes, precisely. So I think maybe I should work more on this. And so over the years, I just slowly make improvement here and there. So I did a lot of revisions, and you can see all kind of sizes and stuff. And finally, when the 3D product is out, I'm very excited. So I start to go and look for factories to help me to help me come up with some samples and prototypes.
So the factory also provide like different type of materials that you can choose. Also.
Yes.
The hardness, the
Yes.
bounciness.
Yeah. So every time when I go and try out on all the materials and stuff, and the thing is that it is very difficult for me to just touch on the material and to know whether this is suited or not. Because when we slot this into the bamboo, it totally feels different from how I feel just on the material
Because
itself.
there's an added hardness
Yes.
from the bamboo also.
Yes, correct. So every single time when I make changes, it is another cost of money. Yeah, so a lot of time I make changes here and there. On the drawings or on the prototypes, there are many things that I need to consider. Whether it is comfortable, whether it is cutting on the fingers, whether this is the correct posture, whether
Or how long, how short it should be.
yes, how long, how short it
Whether
should
easy
be.
to slot in or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, the slotting in thing is really, really very challenging, because if the hole is not correct, it will break off.
Oh yeah, because you're like stretching it.
Yeah, if you're stretching, and if I want to make it too soft, then it will also break very easily. So the hardness and the softness, it took me quite a lot of time to make adjustment. Yeah, so it is quite disappointing at sometimes because I've been making a lot of revisions, and it just doesn't seem to work. So along the way, there are a few times I was thinking that maybe I should give up.
Oh no.
Yeah, maybe this is too difficult. Maybe I should just stick to playing Yangqin and just stick to teaching. But however, I felt that there's a calling that I have to do this, because every single week when I teach the student, I felt like, why is there no one doing this? So
No one but so better be me.
yeah, so I just thought that never mind, I just do it step by step, just baby step. That's why it took me 8 years, because along the way there are so many challenges that I have to face. Roadblocks and
Heartbreaks,
stuff.
disappointment.
Yes, disappointment and stuff. So ultimately, it came out after 8 years, and I'm really proud to say that this is one of the most successful product that I have ever created. Yeah, because it really solved a lot of my students' holding problem, and it also saved a lot of time on my teaching experience.
Yeah, I think this is really one of the big contributions to the Yangqin community.
Yeah, I really
Right
hope
after
so.
the Yangqin muting pedal. I think the next thing to have something like this is really quite a leap forward for Yangqin players and educators also.
Yeah, and I'm happy that it came from a Singaporean.
Yeah, it's a really inspiring story actually. Like, you know how we always see like quotes like, oh, successful people are people who never give up, even failing so many times. I think we're seeing a living, breathing example of this product being produced.
Thank you. Yeah, so this grip, however, this is just a grip. So to a lot of Yangqin players, especially experienced ones, they might feel a little bit uncomfortable at first.
Unnecessary, uncomfortable.
Yeah, because when I design this, my main aim is just for
Beginners.
beginners. So to beginners, this is something that once you ask them to put, they will just go correctly into the position. For experienced player, they have been holding differently because
like
everyone has
already
very
set in
different.
stones already.
Yeah, so it's set in stone already. So for them, this could be a little bit uncomfortable for them at first. But I told them if your position is wrong, this will force your position back to the correct position.
Did we just like 无意中 jab on some teachers?
No, that's fine.
So I mean more for experienced students.
Okay.
This is more for students and not for teachers. So if it is my students who have been holding the sticks in the wrong position for a very long time, then I will force them to use this to force them back. Okay, because this will force them back to the correct position. So this is designed for 3 types of people: total beginners, students who have wrong holding position for a very long time, and the third one is students with sweaty palm.
Oh,
Yeah, I have a lot of students with sweaty palm there where the sticks just keep on sliding off from their palm when they are playing. So I was thinking that this is a very good thing for them to hold on because this is anti-slip.
so this was also considered during the producing of this grip bar.
Yes, definitely, because I felt very sorry for those who have sweaty palm because I'm not a doctor. I could not be able to heal this thing for them, but at least I can create something that can assist them for not giving up on Yangqin, because they might feel that maybe this is not for me. The sticks keep slipping off and I'm not able to play well. But you can see that they actually have passion for this instrument. So I thought if I can create something that can help them for their sweaty palm, I help them solve a problem and they can continue their passion with the Yangqin. Yeah.
Very nice.
I also realized this thing, right? You can do 刮
Guato,
yeah, 刮奏 just nice the finger is rest at the correct place also.
刮那个 rubber 吗？
No lah, like so, because like 吹到金香 then sometimes have like this 嘛
Yeah.
then 刚刚好是 that place also.
The grip is good now.
Yeah. So
do
quite
it.
can convert.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them, some teachers actually ask me, why do I have to make it so thick at the lower
back
part?
there?
Yeah. So I tell them this is actually for beginners. So for beginners, they need to have a step-by-step, baby step way of putting their fingers. So I want this to be slightly thicker is because this is easy for them to put their fingers.
Especially the base of their thumb also.
Yeah.
Know where to rest.
Yes. So everything is very, very step by step. So when they are able to place the finger correctly already, next time when they take it away, they won't feel so weird because the side of the bamboo is very thin. For beginners, they couldn't feel this area. Yeah. So for beginners, they need something that is very obvious for them to, oh, this is where I need to place my fingers. So this is why I make this part thicker, right? But for, like I say, for experienced user, this is something that they might not feel comfortable for. Yeah, so this is mainly truly for beginners who have learned the Yangqin very, very, very recently. Then they won't feel the weird part of it.
Is there a correct height where we need to put the grip at? Like, because you know how Yangqin sticks always have these 2 notch.
Yeah, it's actually below the second notch.
Just
below it. Yeah, just below it. Okay, but for kids who are very small, they have very small hand. Usually, I will put it lower so that they will be able to grip the sticks.
So further closer
down
to the end.
Yes.
So it's also adjustable for people
Yeah, it's
with
adjustable.
like
yeah.
different hand sizes.
Yes. The good thing about this is that it suits all kinds of fingers, whether you have thick fingers, thin finger, or
But
small
does it
fingers.
suit all kind of Yangqin sticks? Because you know some Yangqin sticks like wider here.
Yeah, I think
Generally can fit most Yangqin
generally
sticks.
majority it can, but there are some types of sticks that are thicker. I have tried it before. It will be very, very
Hard
tight.
to put in.
Yeah,
but
it will
still
be
can
very
put
tight.
in. Just need
Yes.
to use more force to
Yes.
force it in.
Yeah, so I would recommend people to use the more common sticks rather than to use the thicker one. Yeah, it's difficult for me to find a grip for all sticks because
Yeah.
they are the sizes vary.
Because varies between
differently.
makers also.
Yes.
But luckily it varies a little bit, not too much, right?
Yeah, but I also realized this grip, right, fits most beginner sticks because people who usually have those type of sticks that hard to put in, right, it's also people who already learn for quite some time. They already require something thicker, something heavier. That's already past the point of needing a
Yes.
grip already.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
So once again, thank you, Patrick, for coming down
Thank you for
to
having
our
me.
podcast. Yes, and if you are interested in getting one of these D grips, you can get them at our online store or our physical store, and they actually come in 4 colors. You have the blue and the red.
The black and the pink.
Yeah, and it comes in a very nice box. And there is
There's
a
also
QR
like,
code.
Yes.
Yes.
Demo
with-
video of how to grip, and then there's also like the anatomy of the product at the back that you can refer to on the packaging.
Yeah, so everything is there. It's not just 2 pieces of rubber. There's a lot of information and help to get you started on the right.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're not sure how, you can always ask us on how we can demonstrate it for you, or you can head on over to Mr. Patrick's YouTube channel at Mr. Patrick 派翠老师.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Patrick,
Thank you,
for
Anson. Thank you, Sangwa.
appearing. So once again, I'm Anson,
I'm Sangwa.
and we're from Eastern
Eastern
Music.
Music.
Catch you in the next episode.
Bye.